In the early 1990s, in Wenzhou City, Zhejiang Province of China, a supernatural event occurred that shocked the nation. This incident once became a sensation across the country and was widely reported by major media outlets. With its level of horror comparable to scenes in today's films, the story unfolded on a bus returning to school, with students still reveling in the joy of a recent autumn excursion. As the bus traveled along a riverside road, the students unanimously felt that this route was particularly dangerous. The bus driver, Mr. Chen, remained silent, focusing on driving safely. However, in a sudden turn of events, Mr. Chen began to laugh eerily. In an instant, the bus crashed through the riverside guardrails, and all the students were thrown to the back of the bus by the force of inertia, plunging into the icy river waters below. The incident quickly sent shockwaves through society. The police immediately sealed off the river and organized a search and rescue operation. Unfortunately, only one girl, who could swim, survived the tragedy. It was said that after the rescue efforts concluded, she had to spend a whole week in the hospital to recover from her ordeal. The bodies of the deceased were lined up along the river bank. The miraculous survival of the girl, who thereafter suffered from psychological issues, brought immense sorrow to everyone. Just days before, these students were playing and laughing together, but now they were separated by life and death. It was during this time that a series of peculiar events began to occur. One day, the school's gatekeeper, Uncle Li, visited the principal's office to inquire if someone could accompany him during the night shift. Principal Chai found this request odd, as Uncle Li had been performing his duties alone for many years without issue. Uncle Li then shared the horrifying scene he had witnessed while on duty the previous night. After the school's power was cut off for the night, the entire campus was shrouded in darkness. Yet, suddenly, a classroom in the teaching building, where a tragedy had occurred a few days prior, lit up inexplicably. Braving his fear, Uncle Li went up to the teaching building to investigate. Peering into the classroom, he saw it was filled with the children who had perished in the accident, with their teacher at the front, conducting a lesson as if nothing had happened. Smiles on their faces, traumatized by the night's events. Uncle Li pleaded with the principal for additional night shift companions or to be reassigned to day shifts. However, his requests were met with impatience. He was dismissed and warned not to indulge in superstitious beliefs. The next morning, Uncle Li passed away suddenly. His mysterious death left everyone speechless and deepened the mystery of what had transpired that night. Since the gymnasium was always managed by the physical education teacher, the police conducted a lengthy investigation into him. However, they found no evidence of motive or opportunity for him to be involved. Uncle Li's abrupt demise further cloaked the already shadowed school atmosphere with an additional layer of gloom. Struggling to recover from the tragedy of the school trip,